Hey you guys, hello. So listen, I am out. I'm not going to be doing a long video. So I'm out running errands, and right now I was at QT gas station. It's a very popular gas station out here in Texas. And so I was already in the middle of eating, and I said I have to do this video, you guys. I have to do this video, and I'm going to tell you what encouraged me to do this video right now. So I am at QT gas station. And so, you know how you normally have people that are standing outside of the store. They may ask you for money, or, ask you, can you come out? Can you give them a little bit of change? Or, when you come out, do you have something? And so I didn't have cash on me, because I usually use my debit cards, you guys. I don't really keep much cash on me, so let me tell you. So I ended up getting me a hot dog. I got me an all beef hot dog. And so the guy that was sitting outside, I've actually seen him before at a different establishment, and he's homeless. Hold on. And he's homeless, and so I had already said my prayer, you all, because I had already started eating. I wasn't going to do a video, and I said, let me jump on. So he's homeless, let me tell you. So I had got me a hot dog and a drink. I'm drinking a Coke. So when I came out, I put my drink and my hot dog in the car. I went back over to him. I said, hey, are you hungry? Because I didn't see him when I turned around. He was running to the garbage. I said, hey, sir. So he came back. I said, are you hungry? I said, would you like a hot dog? And he said, no. He said, no, can you get me a milkshake? I said, no problem. So we went inside. I want him to go inside with me. So in this gas station, they also serve hot food. There's a little kiosk where you can type in what you want. I guess he had to order the milkshake. You have to order your milkshakes, ice creams, or hot foods on the kiosk so they can make it. Once the receipt comes out, then they'll start making it. You pay for it later. So anyway, he's at the kiosk, and the worker says out loud, he said, hey. He said, hey, what are you doing? He was so rude to the young man. He said, hey, didn't we tell you you don't belong here, whatever? I said, hey, I'm buying him. How are you, Mr. Raccoon? Hi, Stella. I said, I'm buying the milkshake for him. He said, well, he's not supposed to be in here. The worker, he was a manager, really nasty, you all. I said, sir, I said, look, I'll give you the milkshake. Just step outside. I didn't want you to get in trouble. I mean, this guy, let me tell you. So I'm waiting on the milkshake, and I looked at the young man. I said, listen. I said, how old are you? He said, I'm 24. I said, life got a way of throwing curveballs at you. Let me tell you guys something. I was not going to do this video, but it bothered me so. I said, you got to be careful how you treat people. He was like, well, he started explaining to me what happened. I just looked at him and I listened. He said, we don't allow panhandling. He was saying it on there. I wasn't raised like that. People got to want to do for themselves. I looked at the man. I said, how are you, Mr. Raccoon? I'm doing good. I'm eating a hot dog. So I said, what makes you think somebody homeless is not trying to help themselves? I said, what makes you think that? Until you've been in a situation. I said that to say this. When he told me he was 24. So look, you guys, the police are here. It's so sad. The police are here, because when the guy, he could not wait to call the police. It's like he wanted to kick this guy out. So right now the guy is at the garbage can. And I said, how do you know this man doesn't suffer with mental illness? How do you not know that? And so he was like, well, I've been doing this a whole year. And I guess he was trying to say, because he's been there a year and he's seen the same people, they can't be trying to help themselves. Okay. I'm thinking, in my head, young man, be careful. Be careful. I said, be careful. And so I said, first of all, Fortnite, don't get on my page disrespecting my page. You take that cursing somewhere else. You don't get on this page disrespecting me. You can't be respectful on this page. You gotta go. So you just got blocked. So why do people get on lives talking mess? Don't disrespect my page. So anyway, so the guy, like, he could not wait to call the police. And I'm telling you, I've seen it where people are so nasty. God got a way of turning the tables. God has a way. Let me tell y'all something. God has a way of turning the tables. I just did a video about how God is going to turn the tables. I want you guys to hear me by the Spirit of God. Be careful how you treat people. Be very careful how you treat people. I told that young man, he's 24. I said, okay, you guys, I looked at him, I said, you keep living. Keep living. I said, because life got a way of throwing curveballs. Let me tell y'all, you put people down, you look down on people, even if you're doing good now. Let me tell you, I don't never think I'm better than anybody. Look, I drive a nice vehicle. God has been good to me. Let me tell y'all something. I know what it's like. I know what it's like, you guys, to be homeless. I've been there, I'm telling you. So I have compassion. I have compassion, you all. I'm doing well right now, but I'm going to tell you something. You got to be careful. There are people with degrees. There are people that are doing well and they can end up homeless. You could have a big home. You can live in the best neighborhood. Your whole house could burn down. Your whole house could burn down. You can lose your stuff in so many different ways. What happened? Let me tell you, you have pride. You think you so good and you can't. Let me tell you, God will allow you to go down, y'all. I'm telling you. I don't never look down on people, because the Bible says, be careful who you entertain. Because you may be entertaining an angel unaware. That could be your test. Some people will walk past homeless people. They talk to them any kind of way. I mean, this man was yelling. I said, I'm buying him the milkshake. Yes, I said, I'm buying him the milkshake. You didn't have to talk to him like that. I don't care if your clothes dirty, your clothes stinking. I don't care. They're still human beings. They are still human beings. And until you've been out there, let me tell you, I thank God, because even when I went through a situation, I was never laying in the street. But I know what it's like to live in my car. Let me tell you something. You got to be careful how you treat people. You got to be careful how you look down on people. Some of the people that people look down on, God will have it where you're going to need that person. God will have it where, just like in the Bible with Joseph, it said how his own brothers betrayed him. His own brothers threw him in the pit. His own brothers. So even your own family can treat you like crap. Let me tell y'all something. God got a way. If y'all don't hear nothing else I'm saying, I didn't mean to get emotional, but I'm telling you, be very careful how you treat people. Be very careful. You know you got $1, you in your mind, they can help themselves. They can hold up. Who are you to tell people, okay, even if somebody is doing something they shouldn't be doing and they homeless, that's between them and God. That's between them and God. God just may want to see if you're going to be a blessing. And sometimes you can't be blessed because you're so stingy. You got your hands so tight that God can't bless you. When God bless us, he bless us to be a blessing to people. He bless us so we can be a blessing to people. If you holding on to your stuff so tight, when you pour out and give, God puts more in your hands. He puts more in your hands so you can give out. Let me tell you, be careful how you treat people. Be careful how you treat people, y'all. Be careful how you talk to people. I'm telling you, Because God will turn them tables around. You will end up in that same situation. Listen, I'm telling you, be careful. Be careful how you treat people. Be careful how you talk to people. You don't have to talk to a homeless person like they're nothing. You ain't got to talk to them any kind of way. If you got the extra money, go get them something. It ain't gonna hurt you. Some of y'all waste y'all money on stuff that's irrelevant anyway. Some of you will take your money and buy weed and do whatever. That ain't productive. I'm just saying. It won't hurt you to buy. I mean, we're out here in Texas. I feel like it ain't gonna hurt. If I was in a gas station, granted, if the person ain't bothering me, I wouldn't trip if they got a drink. It's hot. Give the person a glass of cold water or something. Y'all, I'm telling you, I didn't plan on doing this video like the guy. He had already walked out. I got in my car, eating my hot dog. He's still trying to call the police. I'm thinking, it's sad, y'all. Look, I want to show y'all. Look, the man walking right now. That is so sad. That's so sad. The man couldn't wait to call the police. I told that young man, I felt that his time gonna come. Somewhere in life, his time gonna come. And God has a way. God has a way, you all. He'll remind you of what you did. I don't care if it's been 5 or 10 years. The Bible says, vengeance is mine. I will repay. I want y'all to hear me on today. God knows how to pay people back. God knows how to pay people back. When you wrong his people, when you wrong somebody, you got to be careful, y'all. You got to be careful. That's why even when people get on my live and they saying stupid stuff, I'm thinking in my head, you don't know who you dealing with. You dealing with a child of God. You dealing with a vessel. And I don't say that to be arrogant. I'm so serious. You don't know who you're dealing with. You don't know how precious somebody is to God, and you putting your mouth on them. You got to be careful, you guys. You got to be careful how you treat people, how you treat children, how you talk to kids. You can't figure because they kids, oh, I can talk to them any kind of way. You got to be careful. I just wanted to say that, you guys. That was on my heart. I just wanted to eat my hot dog in peace but I had to say that. Be very careful how you treat people. I want to say that. I didn't even get to eat my hot dog, y'all. I'm trying to hurry up and be somewhere. Be careful. I have fed people. I give people food, y'all, my neighbors. I don't like to see people struggling, you guys. Even it's times I've been in my vehicle, I see a dog. One time I seen a pregnant dog, you all. I had to pull over. I ran to Walmart, got the dog some food, got some water, came back. Because I'm like, how do you just walk over people? We living in a world that is so evil and demonic now. People don't have compassion, y'all. People don't have compassion. Let me tell you something. Some people got hatred. You hate somebody because they black. You hate somebody because they white. You hate somebody because they Chinese. You need deliverance. You need help. Because that is not the love of God. I cannot stand when people tell me they are a Christian or you got God and you hate people. You don't have God in your heart. No, you don't. Yes, I'm the one that's going to tell you. You would know they are my disciples by their love. By their love. That young man said, well, I wasn't raised like that. You had to do for yourself. I said, well, how you know he ain't trying to do for himself? It's hard when you homeless. It's hard when somebody can't bathe, can't fix themselves up. I told somebody one time, think of a woman. Think of a woman. You know how you feel when you got to wipe down there? Think about women that's homeless, having a menstrual cycle, don't have nowhere to bathe. I thank God when I get in the tub, y'all. I be thanking God for the bath, for the shower that I can get in. I thank God for the little things. I thank God for clean water. I thank God that I can wash up. That I feel good when I come out the shower. I feel refreshed. Everybody can't say that. Everybody don't have water. Everybody don't have shelter. And some of y'all complain. You complain. And you got something somebody else ain't got. Yes, you complain. Well, you guys, I'm all about justice. I wouldn't care what color you are. I wouldn't care if my enemy was dying on their deathbed, I would help them. I would help them. If I saw your child, I'm a teacher. If I saw your child doing something, I'm going to tell them in love. Because it takes a village. But I'm sorry, y'all. Some of you adults, you put hate in your kids. You put hate in your kids. Don't like them. Don't talk to them because they black. Don't talk to them. You need help. I don't even know why I'm talking like this, y'all. I need to be driving right now. I got to be somewhere. But some of y'all put hatred in y'all kids. Yes, I'm going there. You put hatred, y'all. I'm trying to drive and talk at the same time, y'all. You put hatred in your kids. You can't do that. You cannot put hatred in your kids, y'all. Excuse me, because I'm not done talking, y'all. I got to be somewhere and I cannot be late. But I have to say this. Do you know kids are innocent until we raise them and put what we put in them? Kids are pure. They are innocent until we put what we put in them. How we guide them. How we train them. Are you that parent? You telling your kid, don't talk to the black kids at your school. Don't be friends with a black kid. Don't be friends with that black person in high school. Are you that parent that say don't be friends with that white person because you need help? You need help because that is the spirit of the devil, y'all. Y'all know I'm gonna tell the truth on my food channel. I tell the truth, y'all. I gotta speak what the Holy Ghost give me to say. If you got that kind of hate in your heart, you need deliverance. You need help. God got a way of putting compassion in your heart. I'm telling y'all, you got to be careful how you treat people. You got to be careful how you treat your neighbor. Some of y'all don't like people, and they are your assignment. Hear me on today. Hear what I'm trying to tell you. There are people on your block. You may be their assignment. What do I mean by that? You're the one that's supposed to show them love. How do you know your neighbor? This could be your neighbor last year on this earth. Maybe time is winding down and God want to use you. And you too busy bickering over the fact that he put grass in my yard. She put snow in my yard. You fussing over the stuff that don't matter? Do you understand life is short? Do you understand? Not promised to you, not tomorrow, today. Today is not promised to you. How do you know today is not your last day? How do you know that today may not be your last day? You don't know that. Be careful how you treat people. Be careful how you treat people. Be careful how you talk to people. But God is going to turn the tables, y'all. I'm telling you, he's been dealing with me for a whole month about that. God is turning the tables. God is turning the tables. Some of y'all been mistreated. People have wronged you. Listen, some of y'all even been through people murdering your family members, murdering your siblings, somebody ain't got murdered. And justice wasn't done. But let me tell you something. God said, vengeance is mine. I will repay. God don't want you taking revenge in your hands. God don't want you taking matters in your own hands. Let God can do a better job than you dealing with your enemies. I'm telling you. But I want to say this one more time, you all. Be careful. Be very careful. Be very careful. I'm telling you, I was eating my hot dog and something said, get on this live. That thing hit me to my core, y'all. When it was talking, it was a white male manager, and the guy was black. He was homeless. I see a lot of homeless people. I don't know if you guys remember, I did a video with a homeless person. Some people thought I did it to get views. No. And as a matter of fact, I promised myself I was going to do it at least once a month. I did that from my heart. I wanted to feed them. I wish I could feed everybody homeless. I wish I had the kind of money to help them. To help them. I just want to challenge everybody on this live. I want to challenge you. And I'm sorry that you can't really see me because I'm trying to drive. I want to challenge everybody on this live. Some of you probably already help homeless people. I don't think it's my job to say what they gonna do and do they really need it or they lying. Everybody ain't lying that's homeless. They really need it. Some people may be lying, but that ain't my job to try to figure that out. You hungry? What you want? If I got the money, I'ma buy it. What you want, a hot dog? If they want food, hey, you don't want to give them money, at least buy them a meal. God will convict me, y'all, if I know I got the money. I have been in restaurants, and I'm not saying that people don't know what I've done. I've been in restaurants. I'll see a homeless person. One time I did a Whataburger video. Y'all didn't even know this. I was on my lunch. I was on my lunch, and I had an hour break. I ran to Whataburger. I knew I was going to be doing a video. I see a homeless woman sitting down. I ordered my meal. I didn't see her until after I ordered my food. And I said, hey, ma'am, are you hungry? I mean, because I couldn't imagine you haven't eaten and you hungry. I said, ma'am, are you hungry? She said, yes. I said, come here. What do you want? If I got the money, they can get whatever they want. That's my attitude. That's why when I did the live video, yes, I want them to get what they want. I want them to get what they want. I want them to eat good the way I eat, you all. So I said, get what you want. And the lady, I said, look, she said, I want a coffee. It was cold that day. And I'm sure she didn't want the drink because she wanted the coffee to keep her warm. I said, look, get her whatever she wants. Get her whatever she wants. Let me tell y'all something. It don't hurt for you to sow kindness. Sowing kindness ain't gonna kill you. Sowing kindness is not going to kill you. It's going to bless you. It's going to bless you. I'm telling you. Show kindness and be careful how you treat people. I just want to say that, you guys, and I pray that y'all have a blessed day.